What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Uncle Project podcast. It's your host, Mr. T, and this is where I, as a content creator, document my journey along different projects that I'm working on, all the successes, failures, and everything in between. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about my experience working with the Procreate Pocket app. Just getting into making some digital art. Going to be talking about some future plans for the Uncle Project, and also some future plans as that I have as an NFT creator in the Web3 space. So yeah, got a really good episode today. Be sure to stick around to the end. Today's episode is going to be powered by the One Up Tribe. And with that said, I'm going to get a quick word from our sponsor, Anchor, and get right into the episode. All right, so this weekend, I think I found like the best app ever. So I downloaded Procreate Pocket, which is a iPhone version of the Procreate app for the iPad, and it's just like a digital art app. So it allows you to like draw, create different pictures and different animations and things like that. And I'm seeing what the fascination with Procreate is. So, yeah, this weekend downloaded Procreate. It's probably about $5. Not super expensive. I think the the iPad app is a little bit more expensive than the iPhone version. So that's a plus there. And I actually don't have an iPad. So this was like a huge deal for me to even like stumble upon that they had a pocket version of Procreate, because this is actually something that I've wanted to use for a while. If you look at some of my old blog posts on Hive, whenever I was first starting to get into NFTs, and I was starting to think that I wanted to do my own project, one of the things I was looking at doing was making stickers. And just the only tools that I knew to make art from to that point was Canva, just because that's what I used to make my thumbnails for like all of my Hive blog posts and like all of my different Odyssey videos, or even for my podcast art. I've always used Canva for everything, really. And once I really started to like dive in to the NFT community and just kind of getting a feel for like what people were using to create their art, um, none of it was Canva. Um, it seemed like a lot of people were using the Procreate app on for iPad, at least from what I've noticed. Um, I've seen other people use like Photoshop and like other like drawing apps as well. I remember watching a video specifically. Um, it was a young lady. She was showing um, how she used another app. It was another iPad app that she used to draw and make her NFTs. Um, but yeah, so um, yeah, that was like the more popular app that I noticed within Wax, which is the NFT community that I've really like become a part of, and had a lot of fun uh, within the Wax NFT community so far. Um, so yeah, I was thinking that my I definitely saw that Canva wasn't the way to go to make the type of NFTs that I would want to make, or the type of stickers that I'd want to make, or at least be up to quality for the type of things that I wanted to do. I had actually started like making quite a bit of stickers in Canva. Um, I don't know. I might try to like redo those some way in Procreate Pocket at some point. Uh, but yeah, we'll just see how that goes down the line. Uh, but yeah, so uh, I was thinking that I was going to have to get like a iPad and an Apple Pencil to actually do like any kind of NFTs that I was thinking that I wanted to do, which for me would have been pretty expensive, just coming from a person who doesn't have any kind of iPad. I do have an iPhone, and I really I really use this for everything. Like um, I really think it's one of the better pieces of technology that I have, but um, just using like um, a $5 app, and I just got one of the really cheap styluses that you can find at um, Target or Walmart or Best Buy or whatever store you have in your local area. Um, you can go to Office Depot, Staples, wherever, get you a cheap stylus. And um, what I found about what I found out about the app that I didn't know is that it's really easy to use. Um, and I see why people like it. Like, I've tried to use other apps to create art on my phone, and it just didn't work out. Like, I just couldn't figure out how to do what I wanted to do with the app. But with this, I watched probably like 2 or 3 tutorials on YouTube of people showing like the bare basics of how to use the app. And then I started using the app myself, and like probably 2 hours later, like I pretty much felt comfortable, and like I knew what I was doing. And I'm not like a a former like artist. Like, I used to like draw like little cars and things in like middle school and class. Like, I'd be in math class like drawing like concept cars. But I'm not like I went more down like the um, student route, in the athletic route than the art route. Um, Pretty much after that point. So um, I don't know. I know that there is a process to drawing, but I'm not like experienced in that process. But just over the time, like, I'm gonna find like my different techniques and stuff, and just have fun with it. Like, really, um, it was just a lot of fun. Like, I got more joy out of drawing freaking triangles than I ever have in a long time this weekend. Um, like just this little cheap stylus and this little $5 app is like a freaking PS5 to me. Like I'm actually having like a lot of fun with it. Um, but yeah, so if you've been looking to get into creating your own NFTs and you don't have an iPad and like you don't have money to fork out for an Apple Pencil and um, to pay for the full Procreate app, and you happen to have an iPhone, yo, this is this is your way to get your foot in the door. Obviously, um, the Pocket app doesn't have as many features as the full app, but just with me just being a beginner, like getting on there, playing around, having fun with it, I've actually been able to make like a pretty cool, or a couple of pretty cool pieces of art on there. Um, it's amazing how much you can do um, with a little, or at least with the things that you already have, if you happen to have an iPhone. So check that out. And even like going into this, like as far as like the podcast, I think this is going to help the podcast. So eventually, I want to get into interviewing other podcasters and like bloggers that create content on the platforms that I create content on, and even in other places, but different bloggers, different NFT artists, you know, interview other NFT artists, interview other any streamers, and just kind of start doing some interviews on the podcast. I think um, that would be a really fun thing to do, and it's a really good goal to look forward to as I build on here. But yeah, um, with doing that, I just I don't know. I think it helps having more um, interesting things that I'm doing as well. I think those things that kind of feed into each other. But yeah, so um, just my beginning thoughts after playing around with the app and just being on the different platforms that I'm on. Still definitely don't want to start creating um, a bunch of NFTs, like just because I have the technology now. I still want to play around with the technology and get some experience with that, just like I started getting some experience with the community first. Um, I think spending time with things before I start doing too much is definitely the way to go now that I have this experience. So spend some time, playing around with the app, creating some different things, seeing how that goes. But beginning thoughts from whenever I do start um, making my own NFT. So different places that I'd want to put my art. Definitely on Hive, and even on probably a little controversial, but trying. I've started like making blog posts on Steam again, just because I think it's just another good place to promote the Uncle Project podcast. And like, even whenever I do like active fit posts and things like that, that post on Steam. So just like some of the artsy, more art NFTs, I'll probably do more on like the Hive engine and Tron. And probably the more, if I get to a point where I'm doing like projects based around a central theme or in the central thought, I'd really want to do those on wax, especially because that's like the, I don't know, it's my favorite NFT community so far in the NFT space. But on wax for sure, and maybe at some point on ETH. I think those are the places to do like real, you know, projects that are centered around a specific theme. But yeah, that's how I think it'll go. But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at, what I've been up to, and all of those things. Just chasing different experiences, just having fun, learning as I go, just keeping busy building as a creator. But yeah, having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today. Be sure to subscribe to the Uncle Project podcast. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at CoinRunner7. Check out the blog post in the description, and I will see you all on the next episode. Peace.